everyone, welcome back to my channel, Joy IELTS. Today we will be discussing an IELTS Writing Task 2, Discussion Essay, with the step-by-step sample test guide. The test is from Cambridge IELTS 17, Discuss the pros and cons of risk-taking. Contents of this video. We highlight the analyzing steps for discussion essay and the techniques for organizing ideas. Let's start with the analyzing steps. Step 1. Break the prompt. Step 2. Plan the ideas. Step 3. Write the essay. Next, for organizing tips. Tip 1. How to break down the topic. Tip 2. How to organize the ideas. Tip 3. How to construct a strong argument. My suggestion is watch the video first and then watch it again to take notes. Before we start, let's review the process flowchart I shared earlier. I made a flowchart for each writing task too to help you write the essay step by step and memorizing some sentence structures. This flowchart helped me to finish my task 2 in 30 minutes. The sample essay and flowchart can be found on my Notion page. Download it and then watch this video. I will follow the steps of the flowchart to demonstrate how to write an IELTS discussion essay step by step. First, let's read the prompt. 2 parts, the topic and the instruction. Let's look at the topic first. It is important for people to take risks, both in their professional lives and personal lives. Do you think the advantage of taking risks outweigh the disadvantages? Now, you can identify it's a discussion task, which you must analyze both the pros and cons of risk-taking, and based on the analysis, state your opinion. Next, the instruction. All IELTS Writing Task 2 questions have the same instruction. The key requirement is giving an opinion with examples from your own knowledge and experience. Do you think the prompt reading is finished? Definitely not. We just finished the first step, identifying the essay type and searching for the corresponding writing flowchart. If you have been stopping here in the past, the next step will unlocking the areas where you might have felt stuck. Step 2 is to break down the topic. I have introduced this technique in earlier videos. To break down a topic, we must turn the general topic into specific examples that can bring us to the starting point of generating ideas. But how? Quite easy. Ask questions. What, why, where, when, who, and how. For this topic, taking risk in life is abstract and general. We can ask 2 questions. First, what? Question: what does taking risks in professional and personal life mean? What specific actions or examples can we refer to? Answers, such as career changes, resigning to start a business, and immigrating are universal examples. Second, why? Questions. Why is taking risks so important? Why do we discuss about it? Answers. Because risk-taking is seen as a necessary path for personal growth, bringing opportunities and creating possibilities. And second, because people have different preferences for different reasons, and we want to know what the reasons are. Now the topic has been broken into specific examples and detailed informations. Let's underline the keywords. Examples, paths for growth, different reasons, different choice. Then we can try to generate ideas according to these informations in the planning step. It's time to plan. Planning is where the real thinking happens as we're organizing ideas logically and responding to the prompt. I use the 4-paragraph structure: introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and conclusion. First, the introduction paragraph. For now, let's focus on the first half of the flowchart. The main goal of introduction paragraph is to restate the topic and present your viewpoint. Then the question arises: how to choose a stance? It varies from person to person, My approach is to decide based on the quantity and quality of supporting details, choosing the sides with the most persuasive evidence. Additionally, I consider which viewpoint aligns better with the mainstream values. For instance, I have a clear stance for risk-taking. I support taking risks because I have many examples, data, and evidence to prove my argument. If you don't have a clear stance, no worries. Just wait until you have listed all the reasons, make a comparison, and choose a stance. Now write the plan. First sentence, restate the topic with specific examples. Second sentence, present viewpoint. Write it down, we will get intro. First, paraphrase topic, personal growth, example, start business, immigrate. Second, pros, outwit cons, I support take risk. Move on to the two body paragraphs. For discussion essay, we must present arguments for both sides. The key points are, first, perspective consistency. We need to discuss from the same angle. Second, sentence structure of point plus example. Third, use neutral expressions. For today's topic, we can't use pyramid model and analyze from 3 different levels, but we can discuss from reasons and effect. Body paragraph 1. Negative side. First, why some people believe that they shouldn't take risks. Reasons. Taking risks often means going through tough times, such as learning new skills, giving up personal time, staying up late on study, etc. Second, what consequences will it cause? Risk-taking can result in unbearable consequences like failure, financial losses, and other setbacks. So many people believe avoiding risk is better. Let's write the plan down. Body 1, cons. First, tough time. Example, efforts, new skills, late nights. Second, bad consequences. Example, failure, economic loss, setbacks. Body paragraph 2. Argue objectively for the pros. First, the reasons. Those who support risk-taking argue that risk-taking leads to personal growth because it helps people learn to face difficulties, deal with uncertainty, and step out comfort zone. Second, the consequences. It opens up opportunities. For instance, many entrepreneurs start by taking big risks. Regardless of success, the process of risk-taking is valuable itself. Actually, when this whole thinking process happens in your brain, it will probably be processed in your mother tongue. Just to translate it into English and write it down. So here, body paragraph 2, plan pros. First, personal growth. Second, leads to opportunities. Third, life value. Conclusion. Based on the above analysis, emphasize your personal view one more time. Write it down. Conclusion. Life journey. Long-term benefits. Process outweighs outcome. Now the plan is down. Let's write the essay based on the plan and flowchart in your head. The flowchart serves as my database of sentence structure. I never try new sentence patterns while writing. I record the phrases and patterns for each paragraph and put the relevant content in accordingly. Introduction. First sentence. Paraphrase the topic with a familiar sentence pattern. Nowadays, taking risk is often seen as a necessary step towards personal and professional growth. Attention please, the underlined part is my personal sentence pattern. I remembered all of them, and I use them every time I write a discussion essay. Second sentence, turn the general topic into examples. Whether it involves changing careers or making major life decisions, stepping into the unknown can be daunting. The underlying sentence pattern helped us to think. Attention, you don't need to focus on memorizing fancy vocabularies. Structure is more important. Third sentence, state your view. While it is true that taking risks may result in failure or setbacks, I firmly believe that the benefits of embracing risks far outweigh the potential downsides. Introduction is down. 3 sentences are enough. Move on to the body paragraphs. Let's look at the flow chart first. Altogether, 4 parts. Topic sentence, Argument 1, Argument 2, and Conclusion. We know that conjunctions are very important for constructing argument. But as you can see, instead of providing you a dozen of difficult conjunctions, I prefer the simple ones, such as firstly, secondly, first, second, in addition to. So I suggest you do not be obsessed with fancy vocabularies. Structure is always more important than vocabulary. Let's write the topic sentence. On the one hand, taking risks, particularly in professional life, can be challenging and difficult. For instance, changing careers often requires significant preparation, demanding time and effort. Here, I start with the phrase "on the other hand" to present the first argument, then providing evidence to prove the argument. A classical opinion plus example structure. Tip 1. If you worry about the word count, here is my tip. You can further detail the evidence. For instance, describing a specific person and action, such as Elon Musk, who started his Tesla after SpaceX. That's very challenging. Remember, for evidence, the more specific, the better. Now, the second argument. In addition, the uncertainty of success can cause stress, and not all risks pay off. For example, some may lead to huge financial loss or career setbacks, making the fear of failure a major deterrent. Again, if you want more specific details, use Elon Musk again. You can say the first several failures of SpaceX projects cost Musk huge financial loss. Finally, the last sentence to summarize the paragraph. As a result, the fear of failure and challenge can stop people from taking risks. Body paragraph 1 is finished. Let's move on. The flowchart of body paragraph 2 is similar to the one of body paragraph 1. Just follow the steps and copy the sentence here. The topic sentence. On the other hand, the advantage of risk-taking are long-term and sustainable. Tip 2. A useful technique for constructing argument in discussion essay is the long-term and sustainable benefits perspective. It's really universal. Please try it. In the previous paragraph, we discussed the negative reasons of risk-taking. Now we must discuss from the same perspective. We will get, first, it helps people to learn to handle setbacks and grow stronger. For instance, it encourages individuals to leave their comfort zones, facing uncertainty, fostering personal growth, resilience, and courage. Again, classical point plus example structure. Then, the second argument. In the previous paragraph, we discussed the negative outcomes of risk-taking. Now, provide the corresponding positive outcomes. Second, risks can lead to new opportunities and rewards the world otherwise be unreachable. For example, many successful entrepreneurs like Elon Musk's SpaceX projects owe his achievements to bold decisions. Here, as you can see, I finally add more details. I further explained my example by asking myself, entrepreneurs? Like who? Details can make the argument more persuasive. That's why I didn't add it in the previous paragraph, because I don't want to make the negative view as persuasive as my own viewpoint. Then, the third point. Finally, the process of taking risks itself is valuable, as it focuses not only on outcomes, but also on learning and self-discovery. Paragraph finished. Of course, you can provide more details, but consider the time limitation. I will just make sure it's more than 250 words will be fine. In conclusion paragraph, the goal is to summarize the discussion and restate your view. In conclusion, I can understand why some people believe that taking risks can involve challenges and uncertainties. but it seemed to me that the long-term benefits of personal growth, increased opportunities, and the fulfillment that comes from stepping out of one's comfort zone far outweigh the disadvantages. The essay is completed. Sentence patterns are really good. It makes the writing like blank filling. That's all for today's essay. Just watching this video once won't make you an expert, so watch it the first time for content, take notes the second time, and then apply these techniques to revise your own essay sentence by sentence. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for watching. If this video is helpful, please leave a comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!